Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk. My name is John, and today here on the channel, we're going to be talking about the 2016 psychological horror film, The Neon Demon. So The Neon Demon is actually Frank's Media and Reviews directorial choice for March. So if you are a member of the channel under the director's tier, every single month you have your choice review, whatever the hell it is you guys want me to review, I will for you here on the channel. And Frank's Media and Reviews, who has a great YouTube channel as well, wanted me to review The Neon Demon, the 2016 psychological horror film. I had actually seen Nicolas Winding Refn's two other films that he released before this. Those weren't his first two films. He had other films before it, but those two films became really famous, mainly because of Drive, the Ryan Gosling, Albert Brooks, Bryan Cranston starring film. That really put him on the map, really took him to new levels of fame, and I absolutely love Drive. And then his next film, Only God Forgives, that one was pretty good as well. All of his films, though, they look and sound fantastic. That's one thing, is the technicals are always great on his films. I feel like his films are really more works of art, and for some reason I didn't see The Neon Demon. I don't know why. It was 2016. I don't know what I had going on, but it slipped by me. I had every intention of seeing the film. It actually even received a 4K Blu-ray release, just like Suspiria, which was also released on Amazon. So both of those films are Amazon releases, so they were released, on Amazon, and they received 4K Blu-ray releases, but very, very limited run 4K Blu-ray releases. They're out of print now. They're gonna cost you a pretty penny, but they do have 4K Blu-ray releases. The Neon Demon also has a couple Blu-ray releases, really nice Blu-ray releases, but I had never seen this film before, so when I checked this one out, I actually just checked it out on Amazon, and it had a really good stream at that. So if you actually haven't seen this film before, I can recommend the Amazon stream, but I did enjoy this film, so I will probably be looking to pick up that 4K Blu-ray, or at least picking this film up on Blu-ray, because the things that stand out about this film before we get into the plot and story really is the technicals. The audio and the visuals are just stunning in this movie. They're enough for you to enjoy this movie as long as you can appreciate good cinematography and good audio. So the score for this movie was done by Cliff Martinez, and it feels like a throwback to the 80s, where it's a very Sith-heavy score. Very bass heavy, really building up the atmosphere. And when you combine that beautiful score with the incredible visuals from Natasha Breyer, I mean, they call this one The Neon Demon. This film at certain points is just soaked in neon colors, pinks, reds, and blues. And if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you can clearly tell that I love neon colors. I love bright, bold colors. I've never been somebody who was interested in flat colors. I like things that stand out, that are overly colorful. Not too sure why, but I was just always attracted to that. Maybe that's a big reason why I love 1980s film, 1980s music videos, 1980s clothes. I just love that neon look. I want things to be drenched in color, and this movie just captures that perfectly. It's very comparable to a film like Mandy, which also featured a very great score and great cinematography that became very atmospheric. It almost feels like an LSD trip or an acid trip, this kind of film, while you're watching it. It just kind of blows over you. You kind of just feel a wave of this film blow over you to the point where it becomes a mood piece. That's really what this movie is about. You're kind of vibing with it. You're enjoying what the film is with the score and the beautiful visuals. It's really more of a work of art, more of an atmospheric type of film. But if you're coming to this film for the plot and story, well, you might not enjoy it that much. It's a very similar plot and story to other films such as Mulholland Drive, Black Swan, Perfect Blue, go all the way back to The Red Shoes in the 1940s, where somebody comes to Los Angeles, and in this case it's Elle Fanning, sister of Dakota Fanning, a great actress in her own right, and in 2016 she was really on the rise. And Elle Fanning, she shows up in Los Angeles and she wants to become a model. And the model game, just like a lot of games in Los Angeles, whether it be the music industry or the film industry, it's really hard to get into unless you have some real natural talent, or in this case, natural beauty. Now, Elle Fanning, she's 16 years old, and she's gonna lie. People tell her, you gotta lie that you're 19 years old. She's also lying about her sexual history. Some other models really take her under her wing, but they become jealous of her because all of the men in this world, all the photographers, everybody else, they become obsessed with her and her natural beauty, her natural gift.
But I'm pretty. And I can make money off pretty.
And this, of course, leads to her ego becoming more and more out of control. She becomes more of a narcissist, which is very different from films like Mulholland Drive, though it's similar in the sense that it's kind of a little bit incoherent, this story. It does kind of feel like a nightmare, just like Mulholland Drive. I really do feel like this film was influenced by Mulholland Drive in a lot of ways, the David Lynch film, which is fine because that is actually probably still my favorite David Lynch film, but it does follow a lot of similar plot points as that movie, and it also does leave a lot open to interpretation. It's a very ambitious film. It's not giving you all the answers as There's a lot of metaphors in this film, a lot of stuff that's open to interpretation, and I appreciate the film for that, but I can understand why not a lot of people would, and I understand why critics were divided, why fans are divided with this film, because it's asking you to do a lot of work. It's not a straightforward story. You have to understand it for yourself. You have to interpret the film for yourself, and my interpretation of this film, without spoiling it, is, you know, when you come to Hollywood, a lot of these creators, whether they be in the model game, the music industry, or the film industry, you know, they take advantage of a lot of young women, and then they essentially ruin their lives, whether it be guys like Harvey Weinstein, who take these young women, promise them all of these dreams, then basically abuse them, and then when they're done with them, they just spit them back out and expect them to land on their feet. And then, of course, when it comes to like older actresses, or in this case, older models, they get more jealous, and then that creates even more of an issue, because these people were in the same predicament as Elle Fanning's character, I imagine, where they were the big hotshot up-and-comer, and now they're so desperate to get that back, and they feel like that they've been spit out by this machine, that they will do anything you can imagine, and without spoiling what happens in this film, they will literally do anything to get that back. And that's basically what this film boils down to in a nutshell, but you're not really there for the plot and story, so don't expect it to be just something that grasps you with the plot of this film. It's not going to wrap you in like that. The real star of this film are the visuals and the audio, and I just got taken over by this film while I was watching it. It really was an atmospheric piece that I absolutely loved. Can't wait to dive back into this one. Now I just got to get my hands on some sort of physical media version of this, because I thought it was amazing. I completely understand why Frank's Media and Reviews said that this was one of his favorite horror films to come out in the last 10 years. I can't believe it slipped by me. This is definitely something that's more of my kind of taste when it comes to a horror film. I love stuff that's atmospheric like this, that really just leaves you feeling uncomfortable. And believe me, this film will make you feel uncomfortable. This is not a film for everybody. It's paced very slowly. There's a lot of times where we set the camera down and we just let the actor or actress do their thing. You know, a lot of stuff where they're not even perfectly in frame and the camera never moves. So if you're not into that sort of stuff, where it just becomes a very atmospheric type piece where not a lot happens, you might not enjoy this film. Especially if you have certain trouble with whether it be graphic sex scenes or graphic violence scenes, you might not appreciate this film as well. It might not be one for you. But if you can get behind this type of film and you are into these types of films, I really do think that this is a special one that you're going to really, really enjoy. But you just got to really be honest with yourself. If this is a type of movie you don't enjoy, there's no problem with that. Everybody likes different types of films, and if this isn't one for you, then it's just not one for you. That's how it works. This is a piece of art, and I think it doesn't work for everybody, but it really did connect with me, and I completely understand if it connects or doesn't connect with a lot of other people. But how would I score this film on a score of 1 to 10? If I'm being honest, first time out and a film I really can't wait to revisit, I'm going to give this one a really, really, really solid 9 out of 10. So thank you so much, Frank. Frank from Frank's Media and Reviews. You guys actually saw our first episode of Collector's Corner. We hope you guys enjoyed that. We got more coming down the pipe for you guys. We hope you guys enjoy everything we do here on this channel, and if you want to continue to support this channel, nothing supports us more than just by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, sharing the video, turning notifications on, or you can even support us financially like Frank's Media and Reviews, who is one of our directors and has his choice review each and every single month, or you could even become a channel producer like Jado Juggalo, Jason Martin, and Mr. Smelly Potato. We also have a Friends of the Channel tier, which really is there just to help us out, but if you are a channel member, we do a members giveaway at the end of each and every single month, so all you gotta do is be a friend of the channel to be entered into our physical media giveaway, where I will send you guys your choice 4K Blu-ray or Blu-ray each and every single month. But if you got no money to throw our way, don't worry about it, guys. We just really appreciate you checking out the video, and more than anything, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure you guys get out in those streets, tell your friends about us, and then we will be seeing you around.